Adrian from Audio Excellence, so happy to meet you face to face. I follow you on YouTube for years, but now happy to see you in Montreal.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about you, about your store, and what you're bringing to Montreal this week.
Thank you for the opportunity. So my name is Adrian. Our company is called Audio Excellence. We are in a city called Markham, which is just north of Toronto. We have the best Chinese food anywhere. So all of you watching this, if you love food, forget hi-fi, just come. Promise you it'll be great. So I've been in the industry now for about 40 years. When I thought about it yesterday, it suddenly dawned on me how old I am. We're here today because we wanted to share products from a company called Daniel Hertz. Daniel Hertz is a company that Mark Levinson, the man, started back in 2006. Many of you know the name Mark Levinson. He started, of course, Mark Levinson, the brand, and then unfortunately lost the company in about 1979 or so. But he started Daniel Hertz, and recently came out with these great products, which we're showing: the Maria integrated amplifier with the Chiara speakers. And the heart and soul of the product is to reproduce, literally, the heart and soul and the magic of recordings. So when you listen to Stan Getz or Keith Jarrett, like we were talking about, or this morning when I was listening quietly to this piece of music and he stood outside and he heard it, I didn't realize that he was listening to this. And then he came in, he says, "Who are you playing with?" I said, "Oh, it's Hungarian Rhapsody #2. He says, "I know, but who?" And I said, "Antal Dorati." And that is what a really good system with soul can do. It gives you goosebumps when you listen to some piece of music, whichever it is, that has that lightning in the bottle, that special something that the recording engineer managed to capture, that once in a lifetime. And then when you listen to it, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness, it brings you perhaps tears, but it rejuvenates your soul. That's what good music can do through a good system.
So tell me more about what you bring to
okay.
About the equipment. And
so this is the Daniel Hertz Maria 800. It is an integrated amplifier, I guess, in the most simple way of describing it, but in fact it's very, very sophisticated. This product has a preamp function, so in other words, volume control, switching of sources. It has a two-channel, in this case it's a 4-channel amplifier. It has each channel 350 watts into 8 ohms and 500 watts into 4 ohms. And the reason why it's a 4-channel amp is because the Chiara speakers are bi-amplified. So you have power going straight into the woofer and power going straight into the tweeters. Also in this device is all of the electronic crossover technology, so that the signal that's meant to go to the woofer is all done in here, and same thing with the tweeter. In addition to that, there's the time alignment, so that the sound that comes out of the tweeter and the woofers are adjusted so they arrive at the ears at the same time. Again, all of that is done in here. And then finally, C-Wave technology, which is a patented technology from Daniel Hertz. It's a little bit complicated to explain, but essentially it solves the question why so often digital doesn't sound as good as analog. And that's something that Daniel Hertz and his team have been working on for a long time. And they just received a patent this year from the US Patent Office. All of that, by the way, is done through a very, very advanced microprocessor, which Daniel Hertz engineers work together with the microprocessing company to manufacture. Again, this is very unusual in that most high-end products would not be in a position to be able to, first of all, engineer and design a microprocessor, much less to be able to commit to manufacturing of a microprocessor. That's all the Maria 800. And then the Chiara is interesting in that while it looks like a simple two-way speaker, you have an 8-inch woofer and a ribbon tweeter, it is far from that. This 8-inch woofer is handmade, custom designed for Daniel Hertz. Its resonant frequency is 27 hertz. And what that means is that the woofer is capable of going very, very low in bass. Normally when you have a speaker about this size, you don't generally get very much low bass. You'll get maybe up to 50 hertz with some power, and then below 50, it really loses its power very quickly. In this room, we've done test tones for visitors where we've played a 31.5 hertz, very low frequency, and people feel the bass. They don't just hear it, they feel the bass, and they're shocked. Again, what this can do. Same thing with this tweeter. It's a ribbon tweeter that is custom designed and made specifically for Daniel Hertz, and together they produce some of the most remarkable, beautiful, stunning, elegant, joyful music I've ever heard. So that is Daniel Hertz.
Thank you so much. I know you have lots of playlists, and you ask your viewers to give a donation to their favorite charity, so you share your playlist, but you could share maybe 1 or 2 songs that
sure.
just
well, let's, this morning, I was listening to Mahler's Symphony No. 5, the Adagietto movement, with the Montreal Symphony Orchestra. That is a spectacular interpretation and a wonderful piece of music. Many of you may know this piece of music. Gustav Mahler wrote this, and he was in love with this particular lady, but he had some difficulty, according to history, reaching her, talking with her, maybe winning her heart. And so he wrote this beautiful piece of music and then gave it to her. Now, her name was Alma. Alma was a very accomplished musician. So when she saw this composition, she understood immediately this was a love letter. And she immediately said yes, married Gustav Mahler. Now, this piece of music has variously over the years been used in funerals because it does have this very haunting quality, especially when you step down the pace. Adagietto actually means a little bit faster, but many conductors have slowed it down because it does, as I say, have this haunting quality. When President Kennedy, yes, sorry. Kennedy was shot. Leonard Bernstein conducted the New York Philharmonic using this piece of music, and it was so perfect for that particular sentiment and that mood. So that's a wonderful, wonderful piece of music that you can listen to. Perhaps another one would be, again, this morning I was listening to Franz Liszt, Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2. In this case, I really like the Antal Dorati. A wonderful recording, absolutely brilliant. Listen to it, see if you like it.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you in Montreal.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.